Thank you for meeting me here today. My name is Jessica Zuniga. I am the funeral home director here at ABC Funeral Home. I am the one you spoke with on the phone regarding our caskets and what options you have. I want you to have our casket price list for your review. Here you'll find detailed information of the caskets that we provide, different types of metals, our wood, different colors that you can choose from. I'm going to give you the casket price list and my business card for future reference. And I'm going to go detailed of this information in our selection room. If you can come with me, please. So this is our selection room, and as you can see, we have a few options of caskets that we provide. But on the casket price list, you will see way more options. I want to go over the materials with you today. That way, when you're looking at the casket price list more in detail, you know what those things are. So, for example, on our metals, we have our ferrous metals, which are the steel or stainless steel. These are formed by iron. They are measured in gauge. So the lower the gauge, the thicker the metal. So you'll see options for 16 gauge, 18 gauge, 20 gauge. But we also have our non-ferrous metals, which are copper and bronze. These metals do not contain iron, and these are measured in ounces per square foot. With non-ferrous metals, the higher the ounces per square foot, the thicker the metal. These do not rust and are practically indestructible. We also have our wood option, which is softwood and hardwood. Our hardwood comes from trees that lose their leaves annually. Close grain, resistant wood. These are usually more expensive, such as the mahogany. You have the cherry option, walnut, oak, birch, but you also have your softwood. And the softwood comes from cone-bearing trees, which is lighter, more easily to cut, such as your pine. Now on the interior, we have different materials, different styles. For example, we have the crepe, which is a thin crinkled cloth of silk, cotton, or wool. We have muslin, which is a basic plain woven cotton fabric. Typically used for Orthodox Jewish caskets. We have satin, which is a fabric woven to create a smooth, lustrous face and dual back. We have velvet, which is a fabric of silk, cotton, and possibly rayon with a nap. We have linen, which is a fabric made from flax, noted for its strength, coolness, and luster. So here on the options, you'll see that there's different corners. So what I mean by corners is the corners here. There's different options on the corners, as you can see here, and then on this side, there's different options on what you can select on the corners. There's various colors, like I mentioned on the casket price list, that you will see. So we also have, now I know when we spoke on the phone, you guys mentioned something like, hey, what would be something more economical that you have that we can see? And the less expensive casket that we have available is this dark blue. This is a 20 gauge steel casket. As we mentioned, as I mentioned, how the lower the gauge, the thicker. So this one wouldn't be as thick, but it's still good material. This one has a full rubber gasket seal here, as you can see. So meaning that when it closes, there's really no gap left. Okay. This is a half couch, meaning that the whole lid doesn't open, only half of it, as you can see here. And this has a light blue crepe interior with a French fold design. It matches the pillows, the throw. This one has square corners, and it has the lock mechanism. So this would be our most economical option that we have. But like I mentioned on the materials and different colors, that's of course gonna be up to you. What color do you want? What corners would you like? What designs would you like? And the interior also. But again, I want to thank you for meeting with me today. And if you have any questions, you have my information. Feel free to reach out at any time, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you.